Well, out of all the people to strike, I wouldn't have expected these guys to. Let's begin. I've not really needed to enlist the help of a lawyer or solicitor or whatever you want to call them. But let's face it, they're not exactly known for being cheap, are they? And of course, their rates can vary quite wildly between any two of them, especially criminal barristers, for example. Even in a few of Alex Belfield's videos, I'm sure I remember him saying that his legal bills could potentially run into the hundreds of thousands of pounds. And I'm guessing that's why in the end he probably chose to defend himself. Although according to Sky News, the latest people to strike are actually barristers themselves. And apparently it's going to last for quite a while, which makes me wonder why could it be? Maybe it was something like this. Oh, don't you know the price for lunch at the Savoy or the Ritz has gone up by quite a bit and that just will not do. The article also says that the Criminal Bar Association, the CBA, which represents lawyers prosecuting and defending those accused of crimes in England and Wales, said its members had backed a plan to go on strike on an indefinite basis from Monday the 5th of September. They joined rail staff, teachers and civil servants in backing or considering industrial action at a time where pay awards are lagging behind the 4-decade high rate of inflation. And yes, okay, whilst that may be true, I'm pretty sure most of us are in the same boat. It just seems like when petrol has finally actually stopped laughing at us and starting to come down a little bit, now milk is on the rise, along with all the other things, of course. And also don't forget when the October energy bills come in too, but yet the majority of the company who are presumably doing lower paid job compared with any, of course, highly qualified lawyers out there surely just don't feel the need to strike or actually can't afford to. But criminal barristers are due to receive a 15% fee rise from the end of September, meaning of course they'll earn around £7,000 more per year. But there's been anger at the proposed pay rise because it will not be effective immediately and will only apply to new cases, not those already sitting in the backlog, waiting to be dealt with by the courts. Oh, those poor people, eh? I mean, imagine only getting around £7,000 extra per year. It's a pins, isn't it? You just don't know how they could possibly survive. Especially as any pay rise, so I'm guessing the majority of people would be no way near that level, and actually probably only a fraction of it. But of course, I guess they have to afford to be able to buy their EVs somehow, don't they? Criminal barrister Jennifer Devons-Tomaco, I hope we pronounced that right, told Sky News that the 15% rise does not come near to the 28% cut in income during the last 16 years. She said the 25% increase that barristers are fighting for was reasonable, justified and proportionate and necessary. Can you imagine how your boss would react if you asked him for a 25% increase? I mean, these people, they just seem to be on another planet, don't they? And yes, okay, admittedly, they have had cuts over the years, and whilst 28%, as she says, is a big cut, it's spread over 16 years. Not all at once, so they presumably must have adapted to it over time. But remember, they're not the only people or profession to experience cuts. Many on lower paid jobs have also suffered this over the years. Also, I don't know about you, but I'm pretty sure barristers are still expensive either way. Who knows, maybe they don't realise that the rest of us just don't have it easy. Like in this video with what someone actually had to go through because of a 2p debt. Anyway, subscribe for more and I'll see you in the next one.